European Championship now coming out on circuit for the Super Rods, their main event of the evening here at Vauxhall Stadium, and the cars are already getting themselves gridded up down here on the home straight. H293 Kevin van der Bosch will lead the field away after taking only one win in the heats, which is unusual for Kevin. Alongside him is going to be 447 Adam Turner. 957 Aaron McGrath is inside row 2, alongside him number 11 Sean Jacklin. Row 3, 36, Roy Anderson, and 83, Ben Singleton. Row 4, 62, Kieran Twigg, and 53, Nigel Foster. And at the back of the grid on row 5 is 619 of John Smith and number 15 of Graham Willis. I should point out John Smith borrowing Jordan Fleming's car tonight, so that's why it says 169 on the side rather than 619, but John will hopefully have his own car sorted for the next meeting at Ringwood in a week's time. Obviously having a few problems with the Rover in practice. So speaking of Johnny, just making his way round to the back of the grid again, the transponder on that car just needed to be double checked, and now double checked we can confirm it is working, so John can now fall back into line and that car will get laps scored, so he won't be getting classified in the wrong position. With John now back into position, we're just waiting for Mr. Starter and race control to be happy. And once we've got that, we will be underway and rolling over 25 laps for the National Super Rods. So here we go, history of the making, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first ever OGRL Super Rod Championship race. 25 racing laps ahead of these drivers around the Vauxhall Stadium. They make their way down the back straight as we get ready to hear the rumble once again from the V6 Essex engines. OGRL Pro presents the 2023 Super Rods Championship of Europe. Watch the green flag for Mr. Starter. Green flag goes down. We're underway in racing. And Van der Bosch is going to make a lightning start from row 1. Aaron McGrath getting his nose on the inside. Number 11 Sean Jacklin at turn 1, but down the inside he goes on the inside. Side by side between the two of them for second place. And Jacklin has the nose ahead as they go round the Ken Cam's turn. It looks like Jacklin's got a way through on the outside though, so Jacklin goes through for third around the outside of Aaron McGrath. Very rare to see a move made around the outside in Super Rods, as these cars do struggle a bit on the outside line, with them being a lot heavier than they ideally look. I'll be telling you that for nothing. McGrath in the clutches of 36 Anderson, who's been running well so far tonight in this particular class. He got a third place earlier on in the evening in one of the heats earlier on. Van der Bosch leads the way so far though, with 447 Turner running in second place in the all-red car with the checkered front bumper. The 4 heats have had so far, so they've had 4 different winners in the heats, which means the top 4 on the grid and the top 4 currently on track, as they haven't been able to change around a huge amount in the early laps of this one. But obviously 25 laps, a long way to go for these drivers. We're only on lap per 3 or 4 as the field make their way round fairly rapidly here at Ipswich tonight. The Super Rods certainly a lot more sprightly than they were in testing. First time any drivers have set foot in these cars, and certainly the first time a lot of them have set foot in them around Ipswich. It may be the first time any of them have. Van der Bosch and Turner still running 1-2. Jacklin is third in number 11. Now Sean, a driver previously in Super Rods in real life, had a few race wins here at Ipswich over the years in the slick cars when the Super Rods got merged with the now defunct Central Hot Rod formula that was based at Inca Race, and currently had a bit of a run at Speedwith as well. There's got a car into centre green, I'm afraid to say, with 15 of Graham Willis having a moment over on turn 3. He's able to rejoin and continue on his merry way. Van der Bosch still your leader though in the H293 car, our only Dutch driver here today. The only other overseas driver this afternoon is Aaron McGrath in 957 coming across from the Republic of Ireland to be with us today. Our other regular Dutch driver, Jelle Winkel, not out there tonight. Normally more regular in the Formula 1 stock cars is Jelle. Through comes Van der Bosch again. Turner still stalking his every move. Jacklin third, McGrath is fourth, and Roy Anderson running in 5th place. The ex-Formula 2 man, now with the National Hot Rods, following a big accident in the Formula 2s at Crimond some 9 years ago now. Ben Singleton running the 83 car in 6th, the blue car with the red pinstriping. Then Kieran Twigg running in 7th, the ex-Humvee Junior Rod racer. Nigel Foster runs a bit wide down there on turn 2, the man from Daventry. Able to rejoin the racing line lead. There's John Smith running so in the back straight. Is there problems there with that car? He's been a bit off song all night, as the 619 car, so is there more problems with the Rapid Fit car? He's back up to speed again now, so maybe he's just letting the leaders go through, but a bit of a moment of concern there for John Smith, who's having a pretty miserable night of things, all things said and done. Jacqueline and McGrath still having their little squabble for third. Lead battle is still raging on. Van der Bosch is your leader still, but Turner once again clips the back of him there coming out of turn 2. Doesn't unsettle the car, thankfully. These things are very difficult to go unsettled, to be fair to them. They're relatively heavy, so little contact is very much applicable in this formula, as the leaders have to slow up a bit on the home straight, as Roy Anderson nearly went into the back of John Smith's slow moving car on the home straight. They just about managed to go their separate ways without having a bit of a moment on the home straight, although I'm quite sure Roy would rather have not had the situation to deal with in the first place. As Van der Bosch getting pushed all the way round turn 2 by Turner in 447, who's now looking to the inside. The door is slammed in his face once again. And now Van der Bosch has gone sideways and the car spits out wide into the fence on their show. It's tangled between the leaders, but they both survived it, but only just. They went off in tandem there. They both could have gone onto the centre green, which would have given Sean Jacklin the race lead. 619 John Smith moves aside again for the leading lap cars. I was going to say the leaders, but they're not really the leaders at this point. The leaders are long since gone up the road. Van der Bosch and Turner, the two in question. Jacklin still in third. McGrath still chasing him down, the regular Class 2 autograss racer in real life. Moving up to the Class 4s this year. We're on lap number 19, so it's 5 this time, so please, 5 this time. Your leader is still Kane Van der Bosch in the green and black Sierra. They lap Graham Willis, that looks to be in 15 on the home straight. Yes, it is, it's the Mobile livery cap. From a distance, Nigel Foster and Graham Willis's cars can look not too dissimilar to each other. Jacqueline's got Aaron McGrath glued in his rear bumper now. They've really come together in these closing few laps. Anderson stalking them as well in the 36 car. Roy, another long distance traveller here to Ipswich, all the way from Elgin in Scotland. As Aaron McGrath makes a look round the outside of Jacqueline, but not quite able to do so. The door was kept very firmly wedged shut there by Sean, who's a very experienced racer in the Super Rods, as we've mentioned prior to that already this race. Our leaders on the home straight now. Van der Bosch still leads. We've got a car on the wall on turn 4. Is that Graham Willis again? I believe it is, I'm afraid, in car 15, having a very bruising Super Rod debut is Graham. Hopefully things will turn a bit better for Graham as the season wears on. Van der Bosch managed to bridge a gap now to Adam Turner as we go. 2 laps to go now. 1 this time around, sir, please. 1 this time around, thank you. Jacqueline has got Aaron McGrath under his rear bumper once again. And now look who's joined the party. Anderson is there or thereabouts in the 36 car. They lap John Smith for a second time. Last lap board is out. Van der Bosch looks to be away and gone. Can Adam do anything on the last lap? I wonder. Around the outside, meantime, for 4th place goes Roy Anderson, but again the move is not able to be made. And the Chevrolet is at the ready, is up and down on Kane Van der Bosch in 293. 447 is 2nd place, 11 is 3rd, from 957 in 4th, 5th is 36. 6th will be the 83 car. Then a battle on between Nigel Foster and Kieran Twigg for 7th, which will see Nigel Foster come out on top ahead of the Rotherham base driver. Red flags please, thank you very much.